What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm not gonna lie, I am pretty concerned about artificial intelligence, all this stuff going on, ChatGPT, chatbots, AI in general, this whole thing, machine learning, images, text, video, all these things. I am paying attention to this. I'm super interested and also pretty concerned about all this. Yeah, I am. I would like to look at 3 different stories on the internet. If you haven't seen them before, they're super interesting, and if you tie them together, you also can kind of start seeing what's really going on, the big picture. There's this big wave of things coming, AI and all the things associated with it. If you haven't seen these before, stick around and you'll see what I mean. So there's this VTuber, that's someone who isn't a real person who does streaming on Twitch. Her name is Vidal987 or neuro-sama. People are kind of blowing up lately about her. I just want to point out who she is for those who don't know. She is a stream controlled by AI, so it's a stream controlled by artificial intelligence. She can chat and play games. What languages she made in? Mostly Python for the game AI and C# for VTuber. Whoever designed this has 2 different codes. One to kind of make the person interact and talk, the little anime girl, and then the other to actually play the game, so she can do 2 things at once, which is pretty crazy, right? Cool. The crazy thing that happened with this VTuber recently, she started doing React content, so just reacting to other streamers, and the complexity in what she can do is really mind-blowing. It's really good. She's reacting to all this stuff you would never expect. This is way better than I thought. If this is real, this is super impressive. Check this out. So this is her.
Forza can't play that well when he's sober.
Forza can't play that well when he's sober. She's calling him out. Poor guy.
What? His reactions are hilarious.
Oh my god, like a
Wow,
personal
it took him
commentary.
like 5 hours to beat that level. Wow.
Wow, call him.
That's a lot of hours.
This is like a
He's
person
supposed to go away,
with an opinion.
Wow, that's like the most
He's not supposed to
optimized
do
gaming
that
computer
attack.
I've ever
He's supposed
seen.
to blink.
This is so crazy. Good lord, he teleported 4 freaking times in a row. This
What?
guy has some serious skills.
I had no idea.
I don't know
think she's
what
making
that
fun of
is,
him.
but it looks
Fuck up,
cool.
Chad. When you're talking
She has
to
an
the
opinion,
gods,
she notices things. It just blows me. I don't know how she's noticing these different things. How many times he's teleported in a period of time, calling him out, having to, like, wow. If you can't tell, AI is coming. It's moving. And this is just today. What about tomorrow? What about next year? What about 10 years from now? I will say though, like, is this really what's happening, or is this some person behind a keyboard at least having some human input? I don't know, because this has been around for a while. I've been doing this, so there's some believability to the stories. The AI also, like, she's got a little bit of attitude to her, like it's kind of like a human. The next thing I want to talk about is this Seinfeld-like TV show on Twitch. AI-generated Seinfeld-like Twitch TV show is peak absurdity. This show is called Nothing Forever. It's been created, I believe, completely by AI. Like, I think they got some ChatGPT in there, some DALL-E, some that's diffusion one. They've used all these different AI tools and they've put it together in this hilarious sitcom-like, kind of like Seinfeld show, and it's incredible. This show runs 24/7, 365, all day, every day, all year. Just points out again, these streaming AI things, they can be up and running constantly, forever. Every single second, every single minute of the day, because they're not human. They don't have to sleep, eat, relax, be private. They don't need any of that. They just boom, boom, boom. You have an AI product, it's out there all day, just machining it up. So-called AI has been a fraught topic lately. The technology, which typically uses machine learning to generate text, images, and even video from pre-existing sets of data, it's suddenly everywhere. Art, article, and essay writing, even video games. You almost can't escape the discourse these days, especially if you spend any time online or reading the news. It feels like we're reaching that point in the 80s, 90s sci-fi films where AI takes over the world. That's what I'm starting to get worried about. People have been talking about this concept forever. Video games, novels, books, people. When machines take over, like, is this happening? Perhaps this feels especially true in the wake of Watch Me Forever, which uses AI to create every element of the never-ending TV show. Every element. I just want to watch a little bit of this. If anyone who hasn't seen this before can get a sense. There's almost 12,000 people here watching, and I've seen it up to 15,000. There's always people here. People are engaging in this big time.
Yeah, but it'll be worth it if you get the full package.
But then again, there's nothing like the feeling of finally unplugging from technology and enjoying a nice night in.
They stand in such
That's
awkward
true,
positions.
but there are times when you really need that extra bit of data.
They're trying. These are like machines trying to have a conversation, trying to talk about something. It's also kind of in the spirit of they try and talk about nothing, like Seinfeld, like small things that happen in town. And they have these these segues, like intro in between segments. Like, oh, there's Kramer.
Hey, cackler.
There's a laugh track randomly. It's just so good. I've genuinely laughed at this show already.
Yes.
A lot.
I'm sure you'll love it. I tried a new kind of chicken sandwich. It had lettuce, tomato, jalapeno, and some special sauce.
Oh, great.
It
That's
was
good.
really amazing.
Yep. Oh, I'm just gonna sit down. Okay. Just rearrange my bones. So interesting. Oh, he just had a special sandwich. Normally you would talk at that point when someone says, I just tried a sandwich. Not there. They just moved on.
So
Here we
Fred,
go.
you must have taken a wrong turn to get here.
This camera right behind the lens.
Yeah,
I've never
it
used that
certainly
camera
wasn't
lens
the most
angle in
intuitive
real life.
route.
Look at them. Oh
You
my
got
God.
that.
It's so interesting. I can also see how someone might be like, this is the worst thing ever. I don't engage with this. But for me, I find this super interesting. You never know what's going to happen next. It's so interesting to see what AI has come up with, what they think is a conversation between people and understanding. There's so many things. Maybe it'll wear off over time and like, okay, that's not funny anymore. But for right now, while it's fresh and new, funny. The person writing says, despite enjoying this absurdity of Nothing Forever, I remain weary that artificial intelligence technologies could have negative influence on not just the arts, but the world as a whole. Yeah. However, because capitalists want to increase production as much as possible while spending as little money as possible, I worry that writing is on the wall for at least some types of artists and other creatives who currently make a living through their art. Nothing Forever is definitely neat, but you have to wonder where this sort of thing might eventually lead. That's exactly what I'm thinking about, man. Like, okay, first we had ChatGPT, there go the bloggers, the copywriters, the text people, they're in question now, right? And the DALL-E and the different diffusion programs that make art. Now artists, literal artists are questioning, right? They're like, hey, what's the trend here? And now streamers now, they have to, I mean, maybe less so, but they're like, hey, what's the trend here? If companies get into this and they can generate AI streamers that are interesting or more interesting, even if they're just the same equal interesting, they still take a portion of the pie of people who are viewing, right? What is the trend? It's concerning. What's going to happen? This is the last point I want to make. Netflix's AI anime gets roasted for crediting artists as human. Netflix claims that Dog and Boy is an experiment intended to help with the labor shortage. So Netflix has joined into the conversation of AI created things, and Netflix is in the game now. The streaming platform not only produced a commercial project with AI, it tried to justify doing so by citing the labor shortage. So that made some people upset. Artists did not take that stuff at face value, and they weren't quiet about it either. Netflix Japan tweeted, as an experimental effort to help the anime industry, which has labor shortage, we used image generation technology for the background images of all 3-minute video cuts. This is a piece of the trailer here. I'm not sure which areas were AI generated. I think maybe this one, and I think it starts by human, then it goes through AI, and a human touches it up again. But Netflix is now doing this. They're literally using AI to generate content now. But also the way they use the credits, this is really pissing people off. And the excuse they use that there's a labor shortage, I don't know if there is. So this is giving you a vibe of what type of video this is. It's a movie about a boy. This is what they did. Background designer, AI plus human. So this is a human, right? A human helped with this. I think it's this area here. Human did it, AI helped, and then they put the credit as background designer. They put the AI first, the humans in brackets. If you're a background designer for content like this, are you not upset? The human has a name. Should the name not be there? At least put AI plus human's name? Or maybe there's multiple humans. Is it so bad to put all their names? Like, is this acceptable? This is crazy. We're putting credit to... First of all, we're using AI, then we're giving the credit to AI. We're sidelining the human. This is crazy to me. The world is changing. There's this big wave of what it looks like of change coming. I just want to stay tuned in. Stay tuned to my channel. This is what I'm going to be producing content about. It feels kind of like one day we're just going to like all pay for our own personal AI who are going to represent us and stream for us and do our art for us. And then we might have AI that buys our art for us. And views other streamers. Like, I mean, like, you could have AI doing everything, but creating the content, consuming the content for you. Do humans matter anymore? Like, where do we factor in here? This is very interesting to me. Did anyone get any value from this video? Did you connect things by looking at different points, different topics, different videos? I hope you did. If you did, drop a thumbs up, follow me for more, and we'll see you next time.